I think one of the greatest things for me on this trip was working at the care station during the devotion, or after the devotion, I guess. Having one of the ladies there, she just started like praying for me, and it was just like, it really caught me off guard at first, but like I just thought it was so neat just to see like they're so open and like outspoken about like their faith and just what we are doing here, you know, that was a part of it, and that God sent us here, and just how grateful they were. And like that was just so neat to me to just have her like so willing to like, you know, pray for me and hope that like what we're doing here was meaningful to us, because it certainly was to them, and so that meant a lot to me.
I also worked at the soup kitchen. They put me to work doing spring cleaning basically, and like, I don't know, I was just pulling the covers off of light fixtures and just cleaning them, which, I mean, that's no big deal. Like, and all these ladies in the soup kitchen were just, you know, going crazy about it. Just, oh, the others, you know, they came, but, you know, God sent you because, oh, you know what you're doing, and just stuff like that. And I don't know, just a simple thing like that didn't mean anything to me really, to have to get up there and clean. It made me feel good about myself. Just
I really think about the care station and when I spent 2 different mornings there, because as soon as I walked in, I was just like engulfed with all these really positive people, and these people who like really cared about what they were doing, and they were just so ready and eager to like help other people and just get things going, and they were just so grateful to be there, and they felt like, yes, this is the place where I'm supposed to be, this is where I'm meant to be, and this is how I'm going to help others. And it was just such a positive environment. And
we did a lot of little things in a week which impacted large events in people's lives, and not only the houses that we started building and worked on with tiling, but the care station that we were at, the little things, and the people there were just so amazing to be around, and they warmed my heart, and I'd love to come back and work with them, because every little thing you do, they thanked you, and it felt like you were needed. Every little thing, either cutting onions, cleaning tables, it just was so heartwarming. And then being around the owners of the homes that we were with, it was just nice to know that we were actually helping someone.
This whole experience just really changed me, I think, because I never really thought, after hearing or like figuring out that I was going to Clarksdale, Mississippi, that like I never really thought about it. Like I was just like, oh, I'm going to Mississippi for my service trip, but I never really even like put any thought into like I'm really going to Mississippi and what it was going to be like. And again, just the first night we got here and just everything that was racing through my head, I was just so scared to ever be here. I like hardly slept, and like I just didn't know what was going to go on this whole week, but it was just awesome because it was everything opposite of what I thought.
And with Miss Josie on Lynn Street, to see the happiness that we brought to her and how we are like answering her prayers like the Reverend said tonight, and that meant a bunch to me. And then tonight when she came around giving us hugs, I teared up, and it's just amazing to see how little we think it is like a life-changing experience for them.
Okay, well, I went to the school, and it was pretty enlightening experience compared to the schools back in Waverly. They are more strict at the schools in Clarksdale, and they actually use corporal punishment, which was a big difference. And it was really hard going to the schools and having to actually see the kids get hit when they really didn't do anything wrong, and seeing just how much they actually wanted to express themselves and talk and play.
So my best experience, I think, was working on the house that we remodeled for Rosie and not Rosie, just kidding. What's her name?
Josie.
Josie. Because like when we walked in there on Monday, it just looked terrible, and I didn't really want to work there because I hate remodeling, because it's a lot of work because you have to fix all the stuff. But then like over the week, like it just got better and better because we like painted and did all the tiling and stuff. And that was really cool because that's something that her and her son will be able to use for the rest of their lives, because they'll be able to live there and it'll be a nice house and it'll be safe for them in a good neighborhood.
Like today when Miss Josie came, it was Michael, And the first thing Josie did was put her hand to her mouth, and she was just in awe and so happy that it was going. And Michael was just excited, and it just meant a lot to not only me, but I'm sure everyone felt that a sigh of relief, like, wow, they really are really grateful, and how happy they are that we came and helped them. And just kind of what the pastor said for the devotion that we had today was, we might not think it's that big of a deal, but they think of it as a blessing, and they're thanking God that their prayers are answered. And I guess that really touched me.
Here, we're down here trying to help out the less fortunate and trying to work on our stereotypes of race. And we think that we're getting so far in Waverly, Iowa, and up north by us, and then you come down here and a 5-year-old asks you if you're in the KKK, and it's like, that's not even his own opinion. That's his parent. That's his mom. You know, like putting that into his head at the age of 5. And for us to come down here and for him to work with me, and then I think one of the other girls told me they were in my kindergarten class today, you know, and work with nice white people and tell them that no, like we're not all like that, and that was history. That's in the past. We're working towards a better future. And him to have that experience and be like, well, you're a nice white girl, I want you to be my girlfriend. I mean, even though it's a 5-year-old saying that to me, like that still has an impact, and that's a good, positive little step forward.
Okay, so service. We come here, coming on the service trip, not knowing what we're getting ourselves into and not knowing where it's going to take us. And service has just been a really large part of my life within the past year. Definitely very religious. I have really felt that God has placed on his hands on me to serve, and in many ways through people, and I just feel that through this experience I can do that, and I can glorify him.
Nate is going to be eating, let's see the worm.
Yeah, let's see that worm.
Let's see that worm. Okay.
Tiny little 6-inch worm.
Little worm.
Don't get it too dry, otherwise it won't go down easy.
Whoa!
Hey Nate, how much was that worm worth?
$10.
$10, pay up people, $10.